All right. Um, welcome to the coffee break. This is the episode number 75. Thank you very much for joining. This week we are having the virtual accelerator with a few teams. I believe that some of you may be joining the accelerator as well. So interesting. If you have any project that you're working on during the accelerator, you can share. And as usual, this is a very open space. Any questions or topics or projects that you're working on, feel free to open your microphone, open your camera, and what's going on this week? I know that we just opened the registration for the DevCon in Munich, and we already have the DevCon for San Francisco open for a couple of weeks now. Munich just opened, so if you're in Europe, that's a good chance to meet. That will be taking place on September 11, 12, and in San Francisco, September 7 and 8. I may have that here, but yeah, anyone planning to go? We get here the link. And I hope everyone can hear because it's very quiet today. It is very quiet. I'm not sure if you can, everyone is there. Okay, so DevCon, just sharing the link here. Yeah, yes, Moses?
Is the DevCon focused on the a particular API, or is it for any Autodesk product?
So that will be focused on APIs, mostly cloud. There are a few desktop related content as well. We essentially focus on what is new or coming soon, right? Whatever is already available for a while, it's not there, but mostly what is just released and what's coming up next. So the agenda is almost done, almost completed. I know we'll be talking a lot about the industry clouds, AC data model, data exchange, fusion data. We have lots of topics, lots of classes on Forma, a few classes on the business side as well, on how Autodesk is planning to create those industry clouds. So hopefully you can share the agenda soon. I believe there is some information on the website, but not everything is there. So it should be coming soon, the agenda. We're finalizing that.
Hi, Augusto. I have a question. We have an application, and we've been asked questions about the viewer, and they were concerned if we can. Is there a way to like speed up the process when it comes to using the model derivative API and do the translation object?
So if I'm getting this right, you're sending a model for translation.
Yeah.
And it's taking too long and you want to make it faster?
Yeah. Is that something on I guess, on your guys' services, or something that we can do as well?
Okay. So what kind of file are we talking about?
Just CAD files for right now.
DWG?
Yeah.
DWG. Okay. So what usually takes place with files in general is that there are different processes, one for each view on the model. So let's say I have the DWG, right? That will be one process for the 3D view, and then parallel process for each 2D view. Inside each of those views takes a bit of time to extract the properties inside your model, right? So to summarize, the more properties you have and the more views you have, the longer it will take, right?
Oh, okay. Yes.
So yeah, so the way to optimize is, if there are properties that you don't need, or if there are views that you don't need, remove them before translating. So then that will be faster because we have less things to extract, right? So those are the two places that usually take longer. Now that said, we see the most difference for Revit files that are usually very large with lots and lots of 2D views. I've never seen a big concern or a big delay for DWG. So when you were saying that it's taking long, what are we talking about here?
Well, I guess when you did bring up the fact of a 3D model, so let's say if a subdivision, a huge a section of a city, you have all this geometry in 3D.
Okay.
We did notice that when we upload that file, it takes a while for it to be displayed on the viewer, opposed to a simple AutoCAD file with no Civil 3D.
Oh, so you are saying that when they have Civil 3D, it's taking longer than no Civil 3D for the same size of file?
Yes.
Okay. We can probably take a look. If you can provide us a few URNs, we can take a look. Maybe something there. What happens is that the translation process for DWG will load sort of an AutoCAD instance, and will load all the object enablers to open that file and extract information. So again, the more properties you have, the more geometry you have, the longer it takes, right? Yeah, so we can really take a look at the drawings. Maybe there's something that we could do on our side as well, not only on your side. So,
but other than that, for the design automation part, the API works fine. That's good. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Fast.
Okay. Yeah. So please provide us a few URNs. Let's take a look at our logs and see what's happening there. Yeah, it shouldn't take that long for DWGs, right? Most of DWGs will be really fast because they open and process really fast. So yeah, you can take a look. When we look at our logs, we can see all the individual processes and time that it starts, time it ends. So if we have one that is, you see that this one is like a very good case to understand, we can take a look at that one and do a full analysis there and understand what's going on. But for that, we need the URN. Okay. At least, yeah. Yeah, if you have the file, if you can share the file so you can reproduce the issue, then it's better. But no, the URNs, they start. In some cases, you cannot share the file, right?
Yeah, I can share the file. You want me to share the file right now with you?
Not here. Go through the support, the APS support.
Okay, all right.
Because then it's private.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
Yeah. So I'm curious because you talk a lot about Civil 3D design automation, right? You're still using Civil 3D design automation?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah. How is that working for you?
Going well. Right now we're just looking into the process of creating standards for surveying. So we presented certain well in the county of San Francisco, we talked to one of their surveyors, engineers, and they were interested in having a CAD file that's submittal to store it in their database. So the CAD files that are being submitted to us, we need to analyze that information, process that information, make sure that it follows certain standards.
Okay. Does it have all the API features that you need for that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Interesting. All right. Thank you. So let me move here to Jahad. Hope I'm saying your name right.
Hi, Howie. A quick question regarding the build issues API. That's generally available now, I believe, and we are using it, the BIM 360 issues in the ACC, so we've obviously got to switch over. So the first question is there a deadline on that at the moment in terms of when will the BIM 360 issues API cease to work on ACC?
I believe that was this one here, right?
Okay, so I see a date on there now, actually. Yeah, I hadn't seen a date previously.
Yeah, August 15th.
August 15th.
Yeah.
Okay. I suppose the second question is not really something you might be able to answer, but is that a significant task to switch over? Is there much difference in the APIs?
I believe there is a migration guide somewhere. Yeah, for migration. Yeah, here, this blog post. Yeah. So that's what is being retired and replaced with. So
Okay.
yeah, probably have to evaluate how much you have on those endpoints and then compare with the new ones. No, maybe it's just a remapping. You have to move from this name to that name, right? Or maybe just we have to do more. So we have to assess reading at this list here.
Okay. That's great. Thank you very much.
So, yeah. So if we've been using issues, the BIM 360 issues API to access ACC issues.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So that's the V2 for BIM 360, but there is also an issues API for ACC, right?
Yes, but I think there was some limitations on there.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, for ACC, you probably should be using this one here on ACC.
Yes, I think it wasn't available, or there were some limitations there. I can't remember specifically right now the reason why we went that route, but we had to go that way at the time, and
So on our team, let me close this here. You can book a time with our team using the Calendly. If you see here, Mikako, she knows a lot about ACC APIs, and specifically issues API. I believe Xiaodong listed here, or Zong can also help. It's a bit China time, so you need to adjust for that. But if you just want to explore a bit more, they can help you.
Okay.
Keep those names. Zong and Xiaodong.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting. Yeah, so these issues, it's improving over time. So was some change on the API. Let me move here, Luis.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Augusto. I would like to share a use case for a project. So maybe Autodesk could give me access to old engines for design automation. So in here, I'm developing a framework for run unit tests for Revit, and I connect my unit tests to send all the tests and files to design automation. So at the moment, I'm gonna create the bundle, gonna create activity, and gonna send that file to be tested in there. And if I'm running with Revit 21, yeah, version 21. At the moment it is pending, so probably gonna wait for about 30 seconds. Yeah, now it's running there. So yeah, everything works great. But I would like to have access to old engines like the version 20 and 19.
Yeah.
So
you did send me the video, right?
Yes.
Okay. I did forward that, but I think it was not replied. So let me confirm that. And sorry if I didn't reply to you sooner. I'll definitely follow up on that today.
No problem.
But I know what is causing the. I understand what the scenario. And probably we can help you address that. Let me just confirm one thing from the team, because I did forward that to the design automation team, but I have to confirm with them. And sorry, I missed that.
No problem. But yeah, I don't know if that I suggest gonna be okay, or if they gonna change the.
Well, so I think the most we can definitely work out this specific case, right? I see the reason. No, now, so that's no this is this specific case. Now moving forward, right? those engines will go away eventually, right? So you have to plan for that. Yeah. But now the problem is just the deprecation period that is causing some trouble here. Let me confirm with them and reply to you. I'll do that this morning here. It's like this morning Pacific, and yeah, it can definitely help fix this one. But just plan for long term to
no problem.
You're going to
if I run in here, gonna show that I can't create. Nah? Yeah, it's not a big deal at the moment, but gonna fail everything, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, the engine is so yeah, but that's the idea. So
it's quite interesting that you run your tests with design automation, and I think it was a interesting approach to use the engines for that.
Yeah, the idea is to run using GitHub Action and other place that I don't have Revit install.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's like for automated CI/CD?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Definitely.
Okay. Is that something that you are doing in-house, or you are like planning to have something open that others can use? I'm just curious because I have not considered that before, but it's an interesting approach for design automation.
Yes, I probably gonna share the framework. Probably gonna be private, but yeah, probably gonna be free, I guess. I don't know yet.
No, I was just curious because what is your plan there? Is something just for you to help your process, or you are working for?
At the moment, it's just for me to make my life easier. And yeah, so I don't need to test everything in my machine or in some virtual machine or something like that.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so yeah, thanks, Luis. I'll definitely follow up on that today. And sorry,
thank you.
I missed the replying sooner. Jonathan was asking about the typical agenda for DevCon. So I did mention a few topics that we're planning to present. I don't think we have any hands-on session. We will have lots of panels and feedback sessions, right? Like, let's talk about your experience, your needs for specific APIs or specific features, but no hands-on in this time. We do plan to have a online bootcamp like we did early this year sometime, and I think Peter is here, right? So I think it's planned for October.
Hey guys, we're planning to run the bootcamp right before AU and right after the hackathon.
Yeah.
Right, so we're planning to have a hackathon, then the week after that bootcamp, and then straight into AU.
Cool. Yeah. So Jonathan, are you looking for a specific hands-on session or any particular topic? If you're talking, you're muted. Just curious about what kind of hands-on you're looking for. Or maybe that he's not there. Okay. Yeah, maybe he's not.
Could I ask? Probably it's some kind of related question. I bought tickets to Munich, so I will be there. You told there would be some classes there. Should I take my laptop or it's not necessary?
That's a tricky question. I would always take my laptop with me, even if I have to leave it at the hotel. But I don't know. It really depends on what kind of interactions you want to have, right? So do think that many of this Autodesk team that we talk here will be there. So it's we have a booth as well where you can just stop by and show us what you have some insights. It's always hard to help you with specific pieces of code, but if you wanna show us something, discuss anything, please bring up. As far as I understand, we don't have any hands-on session. But even if you have a session like that, we'll be using laptop or computers on the room, right? But yeah, I mean, we see lots of people bringing up devices just to show us what they have or discuss more specific. We'll be there. So it's a chance for you to have one-on-one time.
Okay, great. And one question probably for Pedro. Any news about we talked last on previous today's coffee break. So about this problem with selective loading, I updated my sample and replete to use version 7.90, and it still is here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I reported it to the engineering team. I don't think I've heard back. I'll need to ping them.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah. Let me reach out to them. Poke them a little bit.
Have you received the file?
Yep.
Great. Thank you then.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's been very busy here with preparing for DevCon. Although it's like 2 months away, we have to get everything ready for them. So it just and apologize for being late with a few questions. We got 2 already today, so we'll definitely get everything on track soon. Yeah, thanks for the patience. Cool. I know that Petra is going to. There's what is happening in Japan, Petra? The conference.
We have sort of like a small boot camp for ISVs.
Cool. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think we have anyone from Japan here, but no. If anyone is watching later, yeah. Is that like an open registration? Do you know?
I'm not. I think the registration is open, but it's more like it's actually it's kind of low. It's open, but kind of local. Right. Yeah. Mostly for our customers from that region.
Oh yeah, definitely. But if anyone else wants to join, they can probably reach us to participate.
Yeah. Reach us to us if you're in that. If you're going to be around Tokyo the second week of July.
Yeah.
And if you're interested in joining.
Yeah. Is it Tokyo or?
Tokyo, yes.
Yeah.
It's going to be our Tokyo office.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was there. Wow. Everything before the pandemic feels like a different life, but yeah. It was very nice sushi. So yeah, I have to go back.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, is Mikako going as well?
Yes.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, it does help having someone that can read Japanese, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've been working on my hiragana and katakana, but yeah.
Oh, okay. So you're better.
Don't feel very ready for reading Japanese, especially the kanji. That's tricky.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So we have time for one more topic, any other questions or topics? We do have the data exchange moving to GraphQL. I think the interesting piece is GraphQL, right? It's improving, and it's not improving. Sorry, we are using more and more GraphQL, and I'm always curious who else is using that. Have you last coffee break? A few people suggested other APIs are using GraphQL as well. And I'm always curious to hear what is your take on that. In general, is it something that you feel it's better, it's different, it's improving, or you see other companies adopting that, other companies that you are using as well? I'm always curious about GraphQL adoption. If there is any. Yeah. Okay, cool. So very quiet audience today. No problem. Okay, let's chance any other topics or questions. All right. So let me share here again. Oh, let's miss these. Those. Okay, so as usual, the next coffee break will be on the same link, same time, in 2 weeks. Yeah, so here next week is a long weekend in the US with the 4th of July. But yeah, see you in 2 weeks again with the Right 12 for next coffee break. Thank you very much for joining today, and see you soon. The recording will be available shortly. Thank you, guys.
Right.
See you in 2 weeks. Thank you.
Bye-bye.